it's Tina and I'm back. And guess what? It's a celebration today. Oh yeah, oh let's get down. Let's do a little celebration dance. Come on now, let's get down. Woo! I know. Okay. I am so excited to share this with you guys, alright? It has been 11 years in the making. Yes, 11 years. I have been on YouTube since April 2010. Count them. 11 years I've been waiting for this moment. This has been my only goal on YouTube, is to get to 100,000 subscribers where I could finally get the YouTube play button. And it came. It finally came. And I have the little letter here from Susan. Should I read this with you guys? I feel like I should, because I haven't read it yet. I legit had this sitting here waiting for me to do the unboxing with you guys, and I feel like it's only right that I read this with you guys. So it says, some 100,000 subscribers. Just how far have you come? If each one of your subscribers were a light year, they could take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other. That's far. And it's why today we're so excited to celebrate your special YouTube journey with you. Not only have you brought a unique voice and style to the world, you've also created valuable connections and built a community along the way. That's so true. In that spirit, YouTube is proud to present you with the Silver Creator Award, which celebrates your hard work and incredible achievement. Congratulations on this amazing milestone, just one of many that we hope will follow in the future. I don't care, it doesn't matter, I am happy here, like I can be done right now. After all, there are countless others out there who have yet to discover your passion and dedication. Y'all have me blocked in the YouTube algorithm, so how they gonna discover me, Susan? Whether they come to your channel to learn something new or just for a laugh, a whole new audience is waiting for you to inspire them, just as your growing community continues to inspire you. We can't wait to see what you do next, and we'll be with you every step of the way collecting those checks. Shut up. Yours sincerely, Suzanne how she pronounced that? I don't know. CO YouTube. So, shut up. We've read it. We've done all that. Let's unveil it. Oh my god. Okay, I legit have not taken this out or anything. Ooh, okay. So this is the silver play button. So it has changed over the years, and I have the newest type. So it's very lightweight, so this will be easy to hang. It says, presented to the fancy face for passing 100,000 subscribers. Look guys, oh my god, it is finally my silver play button. I am so excited. Thank you guys so much. Now this has been a long time coming. Like I said, it's been 11 years, over a decade. I've been on this platform longer than a lot of other creators. I've been here since like almost the inception of the beauty community, and I've been participating in this space for so damn long. I'll pop up my first video over here. I posted it in April 2010. Can you believe it? 2010. I was such a baby. I'm not gonna play the sound, but I was talking about eyebrows because I had created my blog, I think in January 2010 actually, because my mom had bought me a camera, a Sony Cybershot, for Christmas the previous year. So I started taking photos and stuff of my makeup because I'd just gotten into makeup, and it was such a great time. So I created my blog. I was posting pictures, I was posting my makeup looks, I was posting on different forums. You guys remember Spectra? Yes. So I used to post on Spectra, and I was like, I'm just gonna do my own blog so I can kind of catalog my looks. And a few people were asking me to do videos, and I was like, I can do that because the Cybershot records videos, right? I'm gonna just do it, and I went for it. and I haven't looked back since. I've taken breaks here or there, but I've never quit the platform, and I've been here since almost the inception of the beauty community. I've seen so many people come and go, and it has been quite a ride, guys. And if it wasn't for the support that I got from this community and from the people that I've grown to know and love, I wouldn't have stuck around because it wouldn't have been worth it to me. But I built such a great community here that kept me coming back. And even 11 years later, I am still excited to film and post and play in makeup. So my love of makeup and of this community has not died. So thank you guys so much for the support. Even if you're just a recent subscriber, you're new to the channel, welcome. Welcome to the Fancy Fam. If you know me from my blog days, hey, you're an OG. If you've been around for just a couple years too, you're still a ride or die, and I truly appreciate the support. So I definitely wanted to share this unboxing with you guys and show you the silver play button that we have been fighting for the longest, and I finally have it. And honestly, I can quit YouTube right now because I've met my goal. My only goal on YouTube was to get the play button to say, hey, I was here, I was a part of this community, I was a part of a movement, and that's it. I can go now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do in this video, we're not just gonna do an unboxing, no child. So I promised you guys I was gonna do a Q&A, and I have all the questions popped up here. So I am going to answer some of your questions in this video. Now, I have tons and tons of questions, so I may not get to all of them in this video. I will do a second or third video if I need to. But we're gonna chug along. I do long videos anyway, so you guys are used to that. So it probably shouldn't matter that this video is long. So I asked you guys to leave your questions on a video that I had posted. And I said also, if you saw a question that you like, go ahead and thumbs up so I can see the top rated comments. And we're gonna start from the top. So let's just jump right into it. Some of these questions, guys, I've read through some of them, and it's just like, what? Like, are you serious? But you know what? We're just gonna go with it. All right, so I got something to drink. It's not alcoholic because I don't drink alcohol. Not for any other reason than I don't like the taste of it and I don't like how it makes me feel. So I have something to drink because we have quite a few questions to go through. So I'm gonna start from the top with the most highly voted comment. And it's a nice one. It says here, besides makeup, what are your hobbies? What are some things that make you happy and keep you sane these days? Now, I think the part about being sane these days is just with everything going on in the world and with the lockdown and like the change in our normal, right? So we have this new normal where there's lockdown, you can't just move around freely, we're wearing masks everywhere. And here's the thing. I really have been thriving. This working from home situation, loving it. I really do not like people. I know that sounds so bad, but I don't like being around people. I like being in my own space. I'm an extroverted introvert, which is to say that I can thrive in social situations. Like, I can be the center of attention and the life of the party. Like, I'm fun when I'm out, when I want to be, right? When I want to be. But I prefer to be alone, and social situations drain my energy. Like, I need to recover after giving all my energy out, because when I go out and when I'm around people, there's kind of an expectation for me to be the life of the party and for me to bring the jokes and to be funny and to perform, and I hate that. So I love being in isolation. I love being alone. The only thing I miss really is traveling and seeing different countries and different parts of the world. But going to work every day, I don't miss it. Going out, no, I don't miss that. No, like, I was the type of friend that would find any excuse not to go out, okay? I did not love going out, and I definitely don't like going to restaurants and eating out. No, those days are behind me. I'm never my thing. But as far as my hobbies go and what I enjoy doing besides makeup, oh my god, but I love makeup. Like, I love coming in here and playing with makeup and organizing things and swatching and playing around. I love it. I do love it. I mean, 11 years of YouTube, I must love it, right? But besides that, I also love watching YouTube myself. So I love a lot of beauty content. I love watching other people speak about makeup. I love it, okay? But I also love like deep dives into different cults. I love hearing about cults. Oh my god, the psychology that goes into cults. Oh, It's too much. I can't take it. I love it. I love documentaries. I love discovering things. Like there is The Universe Explained on Netflix. I love that series so much. So any kind of deep dives where I can learn things mostly about the human mind, it fascinates me. So I love hearing things about that. Serial killers, love that stuff too. So I love watching series and documentaries. I also love doing like puzzles. I just ordered 2 1,000-piece puzzles. Oh my god, I can't wait to get into that. I also love board games, but like I don't have anybody around to play board games with. But that's a big thing. Like I love board game nights. Oh my god. I also love reading. Reading is a big thing for me. I haven't done a lot of reading lately because I've just been so busy at work, you know, like it's overwhelming, and I've been so busy with content creating and all that stuff and editing. I really do like editing, believe it or not. Sometimes I just can't be bothered, but I like doing like special little edits here or there, and I like adding little effects to my videos. I really like that. And I love cooking as well. And like I said, I really like traveling, and that's the thing I miss, like going to different places. That's my main thing. But like I don't have any like other hobbies. Like I don't play a sport and I don't play an instrument. Like I don't have those things going on. I'm kind of boring now that I think about it. Maybe I need to go knit. Oh, I used to love to embroider too. Anyway, I am taking way too long on this question, but I am really in my element right now being on lockdown, if I'm honest with you. I prefer to stay this way and stay away from people, honestly, and choose only to go out when I need to, because I would rather not be around other people. All right, let me push on because there are a lot of questions and I think I just spent 10 minutes on one. Okay, so next up we have biggest regrets and mistakes in life. If you could change any 2 things about yourself, what would they be? What would almost 40 Tina tell, warn, or encourage younger Tina about? And by the way, love you, Tina. You're such an inspiration. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love that. So biggest regrets and mistakes in life. Okay, so here's the thing. My biggest regret in life, honestly, is not staying in school and doing my master's earlier in life or doing another degree on top of what I did. I would have loved to have done law or some kind of psychology, or even go into like forensics, which I really did have an interest in. But that's like my biggest regret. I did end up getting my master's later in life. I kind of wish I'd done that right away, or when I started working, when my job was paying 100%. Like I should have just gone right back and did that. That's my biggest regret, honestly, is school. That sounds so bad. But other than that, I think mistakes and regrets are just a part of life, and you have to learn and grow from them. And even when I look back and I'm like, oh, I wish I hadn't done that, it still is now a part of me, and it made me who I am, and I've learned lessons from that, and I can help other people going forward. So I really can't look back and say I truly regret anything. Like, I lived a good life. I made my choices. I've made bad decisions, and it's just like, it's a part of the whole experience. Like, this is how you have fun and just grow and enjoy life. Like, if you look back too much and regret things, you're never gonna really just truly live in the moment and enjoy life as it happens, and that's what I choose to do. If you could change any 2 things about myself, what would they be? I would change... Honestly, this is a difficult question because I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm very accepting of myself, and even though I know there are things I can improve on, it's a continuous improvement throughout my life, but I wouldn't really change anything completely about myself. The one thing that I definitely need to work on is my emotional intelligence, I guess, because I've been told that I can be very cold and distant, and I'm not really emotional, and I'm not really a feeling person, whatever that means. But I don't really get warm and fuzzy. I'm not an empath, really. Like, I can understand people's emotions and why they're upset and all this stuff, but I don't really invest a lot in emotions, and that's something that I need to work on, all right? I need to get better at that. And I need to be a better friend as well. Even though, honestly, I don't know how people do that, like maintain these friendships where they're constantly on the phone talking. How do you get anything done? Like, I can't maintain that many friendships. I just can't. Life is too busy. There's too much going on. I don't know how you guys do it, but I wish I had like a bigger group of friends where I could do like girl trips and stuff like that. but I'm just not that invested in relationships and friendships where I'm like cultivating that kind of closeness with people. Like my best friend is still my best friend from high school, and she's so much like me that we can go months without talking and it will be fine. Like we'll pick up right where we left off. I call her 6 months later. And I don't really vibe with needy people that need to talk to me every day. I don't have it. I don't have it. So I'd probably say I try to change that, like how I navigate friendships and relationships, because I'm so much of a loner. Like I stand on my own. I don't really get into groupie things. What would almost 40 Tina tell, warn, or encourage younger Tina about? Girl, keep doing what you're doing. Stay in school. Study what you wanted to study. Just push through. Oh, those guys, don't date them. Trash. Absolute trash. But I mean, again, like I think experiences, you have to go through them and learn and grow. And yeah, there's not much. I think honestly, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. I think I've accomplished a lot in my life. I've experienced a lot, and there's not much I would change. Like I've really tried my best to live my life to the fullest, to live my life where I'm happy. So I can't really say I'm warning myself about anything crazy, right? All right, you guys ready for a hard-hitting question? Here it comes. Do you plan on having kids and getting remarried? All right, I'm gonna say something about this. This is not an attack on that person, okay? So don't take this personally, but I wish as people we would normalize not having these expectations for women to have kids and get married. That to me is not something that is required by anyone in life to feel fulfilled and to be happy. I don't think anyone should get married if that's not truly what they want to do. And they shouldn't have kids just because it's expected by society. Like, some people don't really want kids, and a lot of people are out here running around with kids and they didn't even really want kids in the first place. So it's like the expectation that's placed on us as humans to reproduce and couple up, it's not gonna be right for everyone. It's not gonna be the fit for everyone. And I think we should normalize excluding that out of conversations with other people. Like, does it matter if somebody's married or has kids? I don't think it does. So here's the thing. Remarried, I'm not so sure. I would have to meet someone that's worth getting remarried for. Marriage was great for me, okay? And I know there are a couple of questions, not too many, thankfully, about my divorce, but being married for me was great. I had a great marriage when it was great. And even in the end, it was still a great marriage, and I would not have changed anything about it. It was like, that was the person I was supposed to marry. So if I ever meet someone else along the line that I feel that same way about, then absolutely I would get remarried. But if I never do and I never get remarried, I really don't care. As far as having kids, if I have kids, I have kids. If I don't, I don't. Like, it's nothing, okay? It really doesn't matter to me. Growing up my entire life, like, I never had dreams of being married with kids. Like, that was never a part of my life plan. My life plan was all about traveling and having fun and just living a happy life. It was never about kids or being married, because I never aligned that with happiness. So either or, it doesn't matter to me. All right, next up we have, I know you were married before, but do you plan on ever marrying again? Just answered that one. And do you have a boo thing currently? Listen, okay, I am currently out here in these streets. I am dating. I am enjoying life. I will not be sharing my dating life, but if you know somebody, hit me up. All right, moving on. Nurse Susu, who is an OG. Hey girl, so here we go. What is one thing that you've taken for granted pre-pandemic that you will never take for granted again post-pandemic? And what is something you've learned about yourself that you didn't know before? So, taken for granted is probably my alone time, my peace and serenity. Oh my God, I didn't realize how much I enjoy my alone time. I enjoy being by myself. Like, get away from me. Like, leave me alone, please, child. I didn't realize like how much that meant to me to just be in my own space, in my own thoughts, like without other people just all over here, you know what I'm saying? So I will never take for granted again my alone time. And when I need time to myself, I don't have a problem letting other people know, like, leave me alone. Today is my day. Don't talk to me. I am done. Okay, this is just me time. I took that for granted because I would go out to different places and travel around and go places because I thought that's what you were expected to do. Go live life. But a part of living life is also being at peace. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, life is too short. You need to go to this country. You need to go to this event. You need to do this. And it's like, sometimes you just need to take a break. And the pandemic definitely taught me that. Take a break, relax. And then the next one is, what did I learn about myself that I didn't know before? I have misophonia. Okay? I have a problem hearing people chew and hearing mouth sounds. I hate oh God, it's so awful. I hate people clapping their mouth, but I just hate hearing people chew, period. It makes me really angry. Like, I have to get away. If you call me and you're eating, like my mom loves to do this, and I have to tell her to get off the phone every time. She calls me when she's eating and she's just chewing and I'm like, mommy, get off my phone right now. Do not call me when you're eating. Like, I realized how irritating that is. I didn't know that that was such a thing, but being alone and in my own space with all the quiet around me, I've realized how much other people annoy me. Their mouth, don't make the sounds. Oh my God, it's so bad. It makes me like inexplicably angry. I can't take it. All right, here's one that's a hard hitter. And it's a little bit nosy, and this one got a lot of responses because people were not liking it. So I'm gonna go through this, okay? Just listen. So it says here, yes, sis, because I'm nosy AF. Did you finish your master's? Yes, I did. I think 3 or 4 years ago. Did you get a divorce or just separated? I am divorced. Will you remarry and have a big wedding, or do you prefer the way you did it? I answered the remarry question, and if I got remarried, would I have a big wedding? I would probably do a big wedding this time around. I still liked how I did it when I initially got married. It was perfect for us, but I don't know who I'm gonna meet and if I'll ever meet somebody that I want to remarry. But if I meet somebody and we want to do a big wedding, do a big wedding. If we want to make it a small thing, I don't like, it's whatever we agree to. It's all about compromise. Do you want to have children? I honestly don't put that much value into it. I would like them, but if it doesn't happen, it's not a big deal to me. I have nieces and nephews. Next question in the list. Why haven't you gotten a new car, girl? You've asked this before, because you've asked this on a car chat before about my car, and it's like, why? 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 Who am I getting a new car for? Because it's not for me. Who is it for? Exactly. I need to go from point A to point B. My car gets me there. Why do I need a new car? Like, the new car would just be for show, honestly, and it would just be for people who think you need a new car, because I honestly have never been into cars like that, and I don't get the intrigue. And the thing is, when I was married, my ex, we went through 4 cars with him because he loves cars, and he tried out different cars until he settled on the car that he's happy with. And I felt like those were the new cars in my life because I was driving them, I was with him in them, so that's how I felt. And my car, I love my car, okay? It is 14, is it 14 or 15 years old? Oh my God, it's 15 years old. I love my car to death. If I have to get rid of my car, which I have to soon, I probably won't get rid of it. It will probably be my beater car. But once I get a new car, I know I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it because I don't care about the bells and whistles and all this BS. Like, I just drive. Like, my joy is in driving, not in the extras in the car. Like, my ex's car, he was a luxury car guy. I was just like, I don't even know what all of these features. Why do I need a massagey thing rubbing my butt and there's heat and the heated seats? I have heated seats. Like, the things that I need in my car are in there. So, don't need a new car. Stop asking that. Are you dating? Yes, I'm dating. I'm out here. Where do you keep all that makeup? Right here behind me. You see where I keep the makeup. What is the most impactful lesson you've learned in your 30s? To enjoy life, live life, be happy, and stop focusing so much on the happiness of other people. I know that sounds selfish as hell, but you get one life. You get one life. You have to live with yourself every day. So make sure that the body you're in, the person you are, you're happy with. Like, that to me is tantamount to anything else. Like, Get your mind right. Be happy with you. All right, next. Were you the one to break generational curses in your fam? Now, here's the thing. I don't like the term generational curses, okay? Because it has religious overtones. It's saying that the generations before you did things, right, that are now being passed on to the newer generation. Like their sins, whatever they did, their sins are now being passed down to you. I don't like what that implies. Like the generation before me and the generation before that, they were doing their best to exist in the world as it was and in society as it was at that time. And they did their best to improve life for the next generation. And I feel like my family has done that. My mother worked her butt off to be able to send me to school and to break out of the poverty that her parents were in, right? So there were 14 of them in a house with, how many bedrooms does that house have? 3 or 4? Now, my grandparents weren't like dirt poor because my grandmother, her parents had land. So we had some land in the family. We still have that land, thank God. But there were 4 siblings and that land is divided into 4 plots for each of the siblings. And my grandmother, her husband, they built that house together on that piece of land. And that's been in my family for generations. And all my aunts and uncles grew up in like a 3 or 5, I think it was a 3-bedroom. Yeah, it's a 3-bedroom house with 14 kids and 2 parents. So it was a lot and they did their best. They were farmers and my grandmother stayed at home, of course, with all those kids. And my mom got out of that and she went to teachers college on her own. She got a scholarship. She went and tried to do better, you know? And since then, it's like everybody tries to improve. So I think my generation is doing what they need to do, like to exist in this life and to be happy. I don't believe in generational curses. I just believe in being accountable for your own actions and how you live your own life. So I don't believe in that whole thing. Do you go to therapy or do you heal on your own? I don't go to therapy. I heal on my own and there's not much to heal from. Like honestly, truly, there have been things that I've gone through in life that are probably traumatic. Do I have like things that are residual? Of course, like emotional things, whatever. Like I am cold, as I said before. But you can sit with yourself and really break things down and understand your toxic traits, right? You can do that if you're introspective. But I think therapy is great for you if you need more help to break through certain things, right? If there's something that you truly need to work through, like a trauma that you experienced, or if you're just finding yourself stuck in something, then I think therapy is amazing for that. And if you're a couple and you're gonna get married, I think couples therapy is really great before you do that. And when you're about to be like a parent, like when there's a big change in your life, I think therapy is really helpful. But honestly, I don't, maybe I'm just repressing everything, but I don't really have things that I need to necessarily work through. There's always room for improvement, right? I can always do things differently and improve on how I approach things. There are always improvements there to be made and I'm always open to that. So are there things I could learn from therapy and gain from therapy? Absolutely. I just don't find it necessary for me, not at this stage in my life. And I know a lot of people are going in on this person, okay? There are a lot of comments like, oh my God, you're so rude, you're so intrusive. But I did say, ask me anything. So I expected these questions and at the same time, I don't think they were all the way rude. Some of them were a little bit pointed, but I don't think they were rude. And this person, if you check, because you can check comments now, so you can click on that person and see their recent comments. This person is not a nasty person. Like, this is a supporter of mine. So I don't think necessarily that it was rude. Some of the questions are a little bit intrusive, but I expected these because I knew people were curious. So it is what it is. I'm not offended. I'm not like, oh my God, because the questions weren't even that bad. Like once you go through them and answer them, the only couple of questions I was kind of, what was the car thing? Because that irks me a little bit. And then the generational curses thing, because I don't think you should just assume that people have generational curses or that they necessarily co-sign on this whole concept. All right, moving on. Corazon Mexicano, another hardcore subscriber, an OG. Hey girl, thank you so much for all your support. She always comments. I love her. Okay, she has a few questions. One, what language would you like to learn and why? So I would say Spanish, just because so many people that I know speak Spanish, and in New York there's so many Spanish speakers. And a lot of the countries that I love to travel to are Spanish speaking. So I think I would really benefit from learning Spanish. I really love the language and I love the culture of the different Hispanic and Latino countries. So to be able to like kind of immerse myself a little bit more by learning the language so I can speak with the nationals and like, you know what I mean? Like to me, the interactions would be so much more fluid and so much more fun if I could speak Spanish. And I get mistaken a lot for Latina, so I'm like, hey, if I could speak Spanish, I'd be out here, right? So that's the language I would like to speak. What countries have I been to and which ones did I like the most? And then what place I'd like to visit next. All right, so countries. All right, let me see if I can remember. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to the Cayman Islands. So we're talking about the West Indies. Have I been to any other Caribbean islands? Oh, DR I've been to. And that's it as far as Caribbean countries go. I really need to go to more though. Come on now. I've been to the US, of course. I've been to Canada. I have been to Brazil and Mexico. Turkey, Italy, Spain, Japan, Taiwan, China. Where else have I gone to? Germany, Switzerland, and where else? I don't think anywhere else. Have I been anywhere else? I can't remember. I don't think so. But those are the ones that I can remember right now. My favorite one, it's a tie. Is it a tie? No, it's not a tie. My favorite country was Turkey. I loved Istanbul. It's so gorgeous. The culture is so rich. The food is delicious. The people were really welcoming. So that was my favorite country to visit. I had a blast every time I went. And southern Turkey, I've heard, is gorgeous. So I want to go back and visit there. That would be my favorite country. What place would I like to visit next? I want to do more exploring of Europe. I want to go to like Rome and see the ruins, and I want to go to Greece, and of course you want to go to Naples and London and Paris, those regular places. But I also want to go to Africa, and I'm not sure what countries yet. But yeah, I want to visit Africa. I know a few people from Africa. I have one of my clients from Cameroon. Oh my God, the way he speaks about it, I want to go and visit with him. But Africa is on my bucket list. There's so many countries in Africa to go to, like, wow. And I want to go to India too, just because my family is from there. Well, half of my family. So I want to go there and see what's going on over there, you know? And I want to go to Australia. Australia is definitely on my bucket list. So yeah. That's it. All right, let's keep going. So what is your favorite type of music? Dancehall music, okay, Jamaican music, that's my favorite. But I also like just popular music, like pop music, honestly. But it would be Jamaican dancehall music. What is your favorite movie? Okay, you ready? A Bug's Life. Favorite, hands down, favorite movie. But I also like the first and second Shrek. Love, you know what? I love the third one too. So, but Shrek, A Bug's Life, and Ants. Love those. Oh my God, you're probably like, cartoon Cena. Yes, those are my favorite movies. Shut up, let me have things. Those are my favorite movies. I love them so much. I also love Clueless and Legally Blonde. I know, like, those are the listen, okay? I love those old school movies. I love them, okay? Those are my movies. It's just my thing, okay? Do you think your love of makeup will ever fizzle out? You know what, I've thought about this, honestly. It's been 11 years. 11 years. Like, we're talking over a decade, okay? A decade. You know how long that is? You know how long that is? That is almost wait, it is literally almost a third of my life that I've loved makeup. And I just don't see it fizzling out. Will it slow down? I am sure as I get older, you know, but I don't think I'm ever going to not love makeup. Probably not have as much, but still love it, you know? All right, next question. Is Tina short for Christina? No, my name is Tina, and I've told people this. I'm like, it's just Tina, and they're like, oh, just Tina, and I'm like, no, just Tina. It's Tina, Tina. That's it. That's all it is. It's not short for Christina. It's not short for anything. My mom actually read the name in a book, and that's how I got my name. What is your fashion style? I don't know. I don't know. I am edgy but classy at the same time. I love trendy things sometimes, but not all the time. Like, I'm not big on trends. Like, I have more, I would consider edgy classic style. I don't know what that means. That's just what I'm gonna rock with. What music and artists do you listen to? Dancehall, Jamaican music, Jamaican artists. I don't know who to tell you. I love Vybz Kartel, even though he's a murderer. I don't like it. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. What do you do in your spare time? So I answered that, the first question. All right, next up. Have you ever considered becoming a parent on your own? I only ask because you had something on Instagram about kids and being 40. Otherwise, I would never mention kids. I just subscribed late last year. Welcome to the family. Okay, I love how you approach this because you were not trying to be rude or invasive or anything, and I appreciate that. So thank you. You know what, honestly, growing up, and this was something that I just spoke to one of my my high school friends from high school, like decades ago, right? And we were laughing because we were like, remember when we said if we hit 40 and we didn't have kids, that we would come together and just have kids to be done? And I'm like, you know what, you're right. And it's something to consider, isn't it? If I really wanted to have a child that bad, and I didn't have someone that I was with that I wanted to co-parent with, yeah, I would consider having a kid on my own. It's a thing. I don't know. Like what? Just do a sperm donor? Or ask one of my friends? Or adopt? Like, there's so many options, but yeah, I would consider it. It's not crazy. But kids, again, not a big deal to me. I can take them or leave them. It's not like a thing that I have to do. All right, so this next question is about my job and my career. And I said that I would do a separate video for this one, so we're gonna table this one. But really quickly, this person wanted to hear more about my other career, and she wanted to know why I chose engineering, what industry, and what's like one of my proudest accomplishments at work. I will go through this in a separate video. Okay, next. What is one beauty brand or a few that you will never support, even if they become better, but never support no matter what? Jeffree Star, never, ever. Not interested. No, absolutely not. I don't care what he does. There's nothing that can redeem him in my eyes. Also, Dragon Beauty. What? Nikita Dragon is trash, and like, she aims to be trash. That's like, are you serious? No, absolutely not. Natasha Denona. I don't know what Natasha Denona could say to me that would recover her in my mind, because she came at me personally. Personal attack, bitch. What? Never, ever. No, I don't care. Other brands I'm probably more open to. Yeah, those are the 3 brands that for sure, never, ever, ever. Give Me Glow is another one that's I'm thinking about, like, what can they do, if anything? I don't know, but those 3 right out the gate, never. I don't care what they do. Nothing ain't gonna change nothing, okay? All right, next up is a small list. So it says here, do you have a brand, product, person that sparked your love of makeup? Does it still inspire you today? That is a good question. My love of makeup was sparked by going to a MAC counter with one of my friends for her birthday. We were going out that night, and she's like, oh my God, I'm gonna go get my makeup done. And I was like, oh, I'm coming too, because it was $50 in product that you had to buy at a MAC counter, and they would do your makeup. So we went together. She was always into makeup because she had acne, and to cover up all her scarring, she would wear foundation. So she was big on MAC, because MAC, she's dark skin, so MAC was one of the only brands catering to her skin tone at that time. So we went, I got my makeup done, and since then it was just like, ugh. And it started out with the brows, okay? My brows are always shaped up in high school. Listen, I had the pencil thin brows. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was tweezing and shaving my brows from day one. I used to shave my friends' brows. In high school, I used to be the brow girl, okay? I would shave and shape. Girl, what? The straight razor had Y'all don't even understand how into brows I was back then. So that was my thing. And the makeup artist, he filled in my brows and I was like, oh my god, I'm loving it. Oh my god. Then he did foundation and all that stuff and I got into it. And then my love of eyeshadow was sparked by Christine from Temptalia. I don't know if she knows this, but she was my biggest inspiration when it came to eyeshadow. So I was looking for MAC makeup because now I went to the MAC counter, right? So I was just looking for MAC makeup from MAC, blah blah blah, and her website popped up, Temptalia, and I was like, oh my god. This was when she was archiving her looks where she was using MAC pigments, and she had like color stories and stuff where she'd be like, all right, we're doing yellow, we're doing green, and she had all these looks, and I'm like, oh my god, what is this beautiful creativeness? I want to be a part of it. And that's how my eyeshadow love started. I was not into face makeup and foundation and all that. Eyeshadow was my thing, and it was Christine, and to this day I still know and love Christine, and I can't wait until her collaboration launches with Sydney Grace because she is so amazing and she's so underrated in this community. She's an OG. She's been at this longer than I have, and she is such a great asset and resource in this community. I absolutely love Christine. Definitely check her out. Top notch. Is there anything that you feel has dwindled off or disappeared from the makeup community that you would like to see come back? Collaborations, genuine collaborations and connections with different content creators. I don't know that that's dwindled necessarily because I see so many people that I follow have great friendships with people here in the YouTube space, but it was such like a tight community back then. Like everybody supported everybody else. Like it wasn't this drama and all this. Everybody supported everybody else, and I really loved how it was back then. Now it's all about the competition and the numbers and the clout and getting followers and money and all this stuff. Back then it was such a tight community, and I really love that, but it is what it is, right? Is there any product or category of makeup that you think no one has ever managed to perfect yet? If so, how would you like to see it change? Looking forward to seeing everyone's questions and all your answers. Thank you for always being fun, fierce, and fancy. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure. Things change so rapidly these days, and technology changes. The products that are coming out are far better than they used to be. And I don't know, there's so much that's being done. It's hard to be innovative and different nowadays. I can't think of something. I'm gonna think about this. I am gonna think about this, but I can't come up with anything like right off the top of my head. That's a good question. Next, what are your favorite places to go in Jamaica, and what are your favorite Jamaican comfort foods? She says, I'm asking for the long belly people them. So here the thing, my favorite Jamaican food would have to be stew peas with pigtail. With the pigtail, whoa, I love stew peas, can't done. Stew peas, oh my god. Curry chicken too. Like, that's my default. If I'm ever just sitting around like, what am I gonna eat? Curry chicken and dumpling. Lord of mercy. My mother knows this too. Anybody in my family will tell you. Tina love curry chicken. Curry chicken, child. Stew peas and curry chicken. Oh, crab. Like actual land crab. Not like crab legs here where they're like, oh my god, like, where can I get crab legs? I'm like, I don't want crab legs. I want Jamaican crab. Jamaican crab, so nice. Oh my god, I miss that so much. Oh my god. Oh, favorite places to go in Jamaica? You know, when I really think about it, Jamaica is so beautiful, and it's so small but so large at the same time. Any beach, I don't care which beach I go, I love it. Any river, love it. I just love Jamaica. Anywhere I go, I don't care. Elsha, like I have to go to Elsha when I go to Jamaica. Have to. It's just a must. Anywhere in Jamaica. Bluefields, Lord of mercy. Anywhere, bring me go country too. I love country, you know. Jamaica just, I don't know. There's just something about Jamaica, like, I don't care where I go, I'm in love. I just love it. Can't stop. Oh my god, am I going too long? I'm still gonna keep going. I'm just gonna make this a long video. It is what it is at this point. Alright, Bobby has a few questions. How did you come to live in America? My mother moved here for better opportunities because she was a single mom. She'd left my dad, they're separated, and she had to provide for 3 kids on her own, and she couldn't survive on a teacher's salary and afford us the opportunities that she wanted us to have. So she came here for better opportunities so she could take care of us in Jamaica. And since she was here and I was under 18, it made sense for me to come here, right? And I came here to go to college, and I don't know, I guess there was no plan to really go back home. I never thought about going back home. I just knew, because my mom has been here since I was 7 or 8. So it was just always in my mind that I was gonna come here and be with my mom. That was just by default. So like the thought never occurred to me that I was gonna come back to Jamaica and live. Like, it was always, I'm gonna move to the States, you know what I mean? So since 7, 8, I knew that. So I don't know, it just never changed. Have you gotten the plaque yet? Yep, showed you in the intro. All right, next up, they say, Teresa is dead always talks about products that would come in the casket with her. What are your coming with me products? This would be a great video idea too. I know, I just watched Teresa's video. She did a recent one about products that would go in the casket with her. I think it was her favorite palettes that she is embarrassed for loving. And a couple of them she mentioned would go in the casket with her. Am I that attached to makeup? Like, back in the day, it would be your holy grail makeup products. I could do a video. I'm gonna really sit down and think about it and do a video as you requested. And then last but not least, why are you so pretty? Why are you so sweet? Why are you so sweet? Why are you so sweet? Oh my god. Seriously, I'm so jealous how every look just looks so good on you. Even, you're gonna make me cry. Don't make me cry. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. So not every look looks good on me. Child, I've gone back and looked at some of my videos and I'm like, what were you wearing? What is that? No. I've just had a lot of practice with makeup, and honestly, it doesn't always turn out great. And if it turns out really bad, I'm not posting it. But remember, whatever you're seeing is curated. It's something that I've gone through and decided to post. So thank you. That's all I can say. Like, I try my best. Thank you. Alright, next up it says, how long did it take for you to decide to actually start buying those brushes that cost hundreds of dollars each? I definitely can't afford them, but if I could, I don't think I would use them. I would just find a nice display case for them and stare at them. So, my first expensive brush, right, was the Suku, what was it called? I just think it was just the Suku cheek brush, because Lisa Eldridge spoke about it, and I was in Japan, and I decided that when I went to Japan, so when I was planning my trip, I'm like, I'm gonna treat myself to that brush. I was like, I'm gonna be in Japan, you might as well. And that was my first expensive brush. But the thing about it is, I love makeup, I love brushes, I love all the tools, and if the tools make me happy, I will invest in them. You know how some people invest in expensive shoes and purses and cars, apparently? I don't care about those things. So I am able to invest money in the things that make me happy, and makeup and brushes make me happy. And they're just some brushes that feel so luxurious. Like, once I experienced the Suku brush, Lisa Eldridge was right. Like, the Suku brush, oh my god. So I always knew the quality, and I would buy Hakuhodo brushes, right? But once it got to that $100 price point, I was like, really though? We're doing that? No. And then one day, I just out of the blue decided to treat myself. Treat yourself, and that's what I did. And I don't mind spending like money on expensive brushes, but I also don't use them as much as you would think. So I'm kind of like, these are my collector brushes, I'm so happy with them, but I can stop right now. And I've said no to quite a few brushes that I've seen launch, and I'm proud of myself, but I have like the ones that I wanted to get. Like, I wanted to experience them, and I think I'm kind of over it right now. Like, I'm not gonna continue the habit, but I don't mind picking up a brush here or there. I just know I don't use them as much. All right, next up, right down to business. What was your first ever MAC product? It was MAC Spiked Brow Pencil. That was the very first one on that trip that I, with my friend, the brow pencil. And I think I also got, what was that brow powder? Oh my god, it was an eyeshadow that we used as brow powder. Was it Stud? I forget, what was it? And I also got the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, you know, because, and then the blot powder. But the first one was the brow pencil. That was the one. I was like, excuse me, I need that one so much, put that in the bag. All right, so the next person is a fellow engineer, so go engineers. They're in graphic design. So first question, how are you and your mom? I hope you guys are doing great during the panini. So my mom, if you watched, what video was that? My getting bronzed with me video. My mom was in that video. She spent a month with me in New York. So they moved out of New York, her and her husband. They moved out of state since the panini started. They were like, nah, hell no. So they moved out of state. They are in Maryland right now, and she came to spend a month with me. I love my mom, and our relationship has gotten better over the years. It's like the older you get, the better your relationship with your parents get, hopefully. But yeah, my mom's doing great. She's fully vaccinated. She's out here. I love my mom. The other questions that this person has is about engineering, so I'll get into that in the career engineering video. So all right, how have you been doing since March 2020? Have many things changed drastically for you, or are things normal? Things are so different for me now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. The most drastic thing is that I'm working from home now, but the thing about it is we used to be able to work from home remotely on some days if we needed to, so it wasn't like a big change, but the biggest change is it's now all from home. But I still go in the office every now and then because I do need to pick up like different products and samples that I'm working on. But that's the major change. Other than that, not much has really changed apart from me not traveling anymore, but I explained that earlier, so I'm sorry things are different for you. I hope they're not too bad. I hope you're still thriving and surviving. I don't know, like this whole thing, this whole situation is just affecting so many people in so many different ways, and I'm just hoping that everybody can find some happiness and some solace in something, you know? Hold on to something that's gonna keep you sane. All right. When you speak your truth, has a brand owner ever confronted you in person or just through social media? Also, what is one bad habit you wish you could break? I love your channel. So I've had two brand owners, three, I guess. Yeah, three brand owners come at me. So Natasha Denona was the first one when I did a review on her original 28 pan eyeshadow palettes, and she didn't like what I had to say, and one of her subscribers, I guess, one of her followers and her were going back and forth in their comments about me and my video. So she was subbing me and like talking about me behind my back, but my fancy fam was not having that. They were like, Tina, you hear them over here talking about you? Come look. And I was like, oh hell no, I know this bitch ain't over here. And she never ever responded to me directly. She was just subbing me the whole time, just calling me that fancy girl. And I'm like, this dusty dryad gal. So that was in comments with one of her followers or whatever. Kick rocks, Natasha, beach. And then next up, the other one, some of you might know this already, but Marlene Estelle from Makeup Geek came at me. She was not happy about how I spoke about Makeup Geek in one of my videos when they were starting drama about how much influencers are being paid and blah, 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 blah. Like she did a My Truth video and I kind of did a small reaction to that. Well, I guess I did a reaction to that and she wasn't having it. Like she was too through with me. I was in her video where she was just talking smack about everybody in the beauty space. She even spoke bad about Temptalia. Christine from Temptalia, who would never trouble nobody. She came at Christine. It was then that I knew Marlena was no damn good. How you gonna come at Christine? Christine, nobody. No, sir. Some know Marlena never mean no good. But yeah, she spoke about me, she came at me, she doxed me, like it was a whole situation, but whatever, she don't like me, okay? And it's not, I don't care, like, I don't care if you don't like me, it's not that big a deal, but she was in her feelings about me, child. And then Give Me Glow, I don't even know what her name is, she was in my DMs after I spoke about my interaction with her, where she ghosted me, and I didn't appreciate that she was playing into this, oh, colors for all races, all colors and all this stuff, and yet her entire Instagram feed was white, okay? And people of color were asking her for swatches on deeper skin, and she was just like ignoring them. And when I made a comment about it in one of my videos about how I'm just not supporting the brand anymore, she was in my DMs giving me the whole whatever, don't talk to me, whatever, I don't care. I really don't care about you. It ain't nothing to cut a bitch off. Like for me, it's like you're done. I don't care. Like I don't dwell on you. Like you're over for me. Like I don't really care. All right, Elwinell, hey OG again. Here we go. Do you miss traveling? Yes, Absolutely. I miss traveling. It's so sad. I can't wait to get back to traveling. I just want to be in different places and explore different cultures and food, and I just want to be out here, okay? What is your favorite dish? Jamaican food, curry chicken, dumpling, or stew peas with pigtail. What are you getting from the VIB sale? Girl, you already saw my haul. You already know what I got. All right, so next question. Hey, so I'm always curious with people who've been making videos for so long. What's something you prefer about old YouTube and something you prefer about YouTube nowadays? That is a good question. Old YouTube was much more of a community, and people were very supportive, and I love that you could actually leave video responses. So when people did tag videos and they would tag actual people, they would call names out. It wasn't just like, tag, you're it, do it if you want to. It was actual people they were tagging, their friends, and then you could leave a video response. So when you finish watching that video, you could go now to the responses and watch those other videos too. I really like the community vibe and the support that was there back in the days. People were so supportive of each other, even if they didn't necessarily vibe or love each other. Like, the support was there for everybody, like, coming up in the beauty space. And now it's just for clout. People are in it for money and followers. They're not really in it for the love of makeup. And I feel like people were more open to sharing their genuine love of a product and not just share things that they're being paid for, you know what I mean? And that's what I strive to do on my channel, is try out whatever, whenever, however, and share it. If I love it, I love it. If I hate it, I hate it. And I'm not just sharing products I'm sent. I'm not just sharing things I'm sponsored to share. And I only do sponsorships with products that I really love anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah, I miss that. And nowadays, I love that there's so many opportunities, you know? So even though I think people are just after money and clout, I still think because the space has grown so much and people see the influence that beauty creators have, there are opportunities for us to collaborate with brands now. Like, you see even smaller creators collaborating with brands, and we're seeing so much innovation and creativeness. I love seeing it. That's probably what I would say. All right, do you have a workout routine? Child, I just started boot camp. I'm trying. I gained so much weight. I can't. I am trying. I'm actually trying to do like a little progress vlog of my 6-week boot camp thing to see like how my body changes. I don't know if I'm gonna post it, honestly. I'll see what the results are. Child, if I'm still fat, I'm not posting it. But I'm trying to like go through it with you guys, and we'll see how I feel about that. All right, they also asked about the countries I traveled to. So yes, I answered that already. If you didn't have a beauty channel, what would you do on YouTube? Just watch? I don't know, what would I do on YouTube? Probably, I don't know, like commentary, maybe like deep dives, maybe research videos about like the background into cults and stuff. I love that crap. Like, I want to dig and find out the psychology behind. I love that. Maybe that's what I would do, or maybe I just sit and watch and mind my own business. I don't know. Do you remember when we used to chat often through text a few years ago? Me and you sure? You sure? You sure? Me? You sure? I don't remember, but okay. Also, if you could use just one makeup brand for the rest of your life, what would it be? That is a good question. One brand. It would not be NARS. Would not be MAC. It would not be Too Faced. It would not be Urban Decay. There aren't many brands that have a full range of products that I love, from complexion products to eyeshadow, because I feel like there's a divide. You're either really good at complexion products but bad at eyeshadow, or you're really good at eyeshadow and bad at complexion products. So it's hard to find a brand that does it all well, and a brand that I could support to the end. I would probably have to go with Fenty. I would have to go with Fenty. I'm gonna go with my girl Rihanna. Like, Rihanna is the only celebrity that I would want to meet. Like, I'm not a fan or stan of anyone. Like, I could care less about celebrities. I will walk past celebrities and just be like, whatever, whoever, it don't matter to me. That doesn't faze me. Rihanna would be the only person I would want to meet. And I wouldn't even fan out. That's how I am. Like, I wouldn't even fan out, but I would love to meet Rihanna. Like, I love what she does and what she stands for and just how she carries herself. Like, she cares, but she also doesn't care. Like, she's just living her life, like, you know, being happy, being a businesswoman, and I love that. So I would like to support and stand behind her brand, and I love what Fenty Beauty stands for. And there have been quite a few products that I've loved from Fenty. Like, I definitely have a complexion product I can rock with. The Fenty Skin Tint, I'm loving that. I also love the concealer and even the eye brightener I just tried. The powder is good. The bronzer is good. The lip products are good. The eyeshadow, the little 6-pan ones that I tried, the Snap Shadows, I like those too. And then the blushes. So I think I would go with Fenty. It's all encompassing and it's a brand I could stand behind. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Yep, that would make sense to me. This one is interesting. It says, it pisses me off to see lucrative makeup collaborations given to YouTubers who don't deserve it. Should I continue to be pissed off? Yes and no. Yes, in that I think you should support who you think deserves it and push for a change so you can see other people get collaborations that they can benefit from, because it's not going to change if the viewers don't change it. You know what I'm saying? And no, because why stress yourself out about this stuff? You already know bad people get rewarded in this capitalist society. It just is what it is. Like, the most undeserving, nasty people get opportunities, but at the same time, some good people get opportunities as well. So it's almost like a catch-22. It's a trade-off, and you can't change the world unless you make a change yourself. So don't support those people and support others that you think deserve it. So yes and no, I wouldn't be bothered like hurting my head about that. It don't make no sense. Would you ever support Natasha Denona again if she gave you a real apology? No. There's nothing that she could apologize about. Like, she would never. Like, what would she come to me and say? No, What will constitute your best outfit and brunch? In this day and age, what is your idea of a unique makeup product? For me, a Sunday outfit is a summer dress, a flowy summer dress, right? And I would prefer a long one, but like a long one with a split. And it would have to be some kind of print. Not a floral print, but like a beautiful print, a colorful print. And like a white base with colorful prints, and then open toe sandals, and just be out here looking cute. It could be a wedge, it could be, but just open toe sandals and flowy hair or even a ponytail. And then for brunch, I want something seafoodish or like eggs benedict-ish, but I also like French toast. But yeah, something delicious and I'm not a brunch person, but that would be my idea of, yeah, you know what I'm saying? In this day and age, what is your idea of a unique makeup product? I don't know. It's so hard to have a unique product these days, right? It has to be something that is innovative and different, or even if it's the same kind of product, like a foundation, what are you gonna do that's gonna make it better? You know, how are you going to improve technology that's been around for so long? Like, what are you going to do that's different? And I don't know that many brands can do that these days. For brushes, I think unique designs and shapes are a good way to go. You don't see too many of those. Packaging, I guess, but it's very hard to be unique these days, right? It's very, very difficult. I don't know. It's hard, right? Color stories have been done, formulations have been done. It's hard. It's hard. I don't know. I have no idea. Whew, I just realized I have a ton left. I can't finish this today. I'm gonna have to do a second one. So I'm gonna finish up with this one and then we'll try to do another video. Ciao. Whew. All right. Would you ever do a makeup collaboration? Yes, I would. If so, who would you want to work with? If a brand approached me and I like their appeal, I like their aesthetic, I like their approach, then I would collaborate. And even if it's a brand that I don't know too much about, but they have a great idea, I would still consider collaborating. And as long as the quality of the product is up to par, I would collaborate with them. But as far as who I would want to work with, you know what? I'm gonna mix it up and give you an indie brand, Sydney Grace, because I just like their formulation. I like Heather, who is one of the sisters, who is a founder of the brand. I love what they stand for. I love their products. I would definitely love to work with them. There are a couple of indie brands that I would love to work with too. that make great formulations, but I'm just gonna go with Sydney Grace. And then as far as a mainstream brand, it would probably be, who would I want to collaborate with? Like, honestly, truly, I would want to work with Urban Decay and get them out of the rut that they're in, because it just don't make no sense. What is going on? And Urban Decay was one of my first loves in the mainstream world, so I'm like, can we revive you, please? So, one indie, one mainstream. What has helped you the most to move on or cope from the ending of a relationship or heartbreak? That is a good question. So the one thing I've always done is let myself grieve. Like, I've been through a few breakups and I've just let myself grieve. Like, be in that moment, experience it, because it's a loss. No matter what, it's a loss. And I just let it happen, you know? And I remember the good times and the bad times. And I go through like, all right, what could I have done different? What can I do different moving forward? And you know, you work through that and you just experience it. Like, you have to experience it. Only time is going to heal you. There's no rushing it, okay? So I just go through it, and I cry. I'm in the shower crying. Like, I grieve. And I just keep it pushing. Like, there's one life to live, and I always tell myself that. There's one life to live. I'm responsible for myself, and I have to move on. And you don't have to move on completely. Like, it's not an all or nothing, like, get over it, because it was an experience. It was a great time. Like, for my ex, right? It was a great time. Like I said, my marriage, I loved every moment of it, even when it was breaking down, because the thing about it is, you guys will never know, because this is not something that I need to disclose to you guys. It's private. It's between me and my ex, and I have to respect his privacy as well. Can you believe people were in his DMs? And listen, he screenshot all y'all DMs, sending them to me. So I see y'all. Okay? Me and my ex are still friends. We're still cool. We don't talk every day. We're not hanging out, but we're still on speaking terms. And that was my best friend, you know? So I lost my best friend, and that was the hardest part of it. It wasn't even losing my husband. It was losing that friendship. Somebody who's known you for all those years and knows my ins and outs. Like, he knows more about me than anybody else except my best friend. He knows so much about me. He probably knows more about me now than she does, because he lived with me later in life. So that experience was great, and I would never change it. I would never give it up. And it's just, you remember the good times, and you know why you broke up, and you, like I said, will never know. And it was hard to come to terms with it, but I've come to terms with it, and I'm not holding on to any bitterness. Like, there's no reason, because you would have to know what happened to understand it, but it's nothing that you can guess. I didn't even see it coming. I don't know if anybody saw it coming, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't something that necessarily tore us completely apart, like it devastated the relationship. It didn't, and that was the hardest part for me, is that it didn't change the way I felt about him. It was just, we came to a point where there was no resolving something, and you couldn't stay together, because at the end of the day, it would become an issue later on, and I didn't want to live in that and be bitter later on, or him be bitter. So it was just like, we need to go our separate ways. It's hard, we know this, but it's just the right thing to do. So, you know, you just have to go through it. It's just, it is what it is. What makes you happy? Living life. Just living life and just enjoying things, you know? What do you love about yourself the most? That is such a good question. What do I love about myself the most? That I'm resilient. Like, I don't dwell on things. I don't let things tear me down. Like, I push through. And I learned this from my mom. My mom is one of the strongest, toughest people I know. And maybe that's why they call us cold. But I'll get through it. Like, I will make it happen. Like, listen, I'm a problem solver. I don't dwell on things. I move past them. Like, how do we get beyond this? It happened already. You can't change it. now what? Like, let's fix it. Let's move through it. Like, let's make it happen. So that's what I love about myself. What is the riskiest or wildest thing you've ever done in your life? You know what? Married my ex. Really, truly, we flew to Vegas after 6 months of dating and got married. Okay? And I don't regret a damn thing about it. That was the wildest and craziest thing I've ever done. And no one believed us in our lives when we said we were doing it, and no one believed that we did it. They were like, what the hell is going on? But again, no regrets, no regrets. And throughout my relationship with him, we had a blast. Like, we did some crazy crap. Can't get into some of them are not PG, but yeah, we had a fucking blast. I will say that. So I'm gonna end it there. I have quite a few questions left. It's so much, oh my god, and I've been talking for like hours at this point. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna try to edit it down as much as I can, but it's gonna be a long video, so it is what it is. If you want me to answer the other questions, just let me know, because this is a lot of information. Maybe I already answered enough, but if you want me to go through the others, I can definitely do that as well. Like I said, there is quite a few left to go through. Just let me know and I can do a second video, but there definitely will be a video about my career, my education, like why I chose this, that, and the other. So that will be coming up, but my throat hurts. I'm tired. I have work in the morning and I got to go, okay? I'm gonna go eat some dinner now and relax. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was a little bit entertaining. Maybe you learned a few things about me. I don't know. Maybe I gave some life advice. I don't know, okay? I just know I spoke a lot and it was fun just answering some of these questions. Some of them were thought-provoking, and I even have a couple of video ideas coming out of this. So I had a blast. Again, thank you guys so much for all your support. And we got our plaque. I'm gonna put this up. Where should I put this? I'm gonna find a place to prop this up because I am so excited and so thankful. Thank you guys for everything. I am so proud of us. Look how far we've come 11 years later. Thank you guys again. I'm gonna leave links to my Instagram and Twitter account where you can follow me along. And until my next video, which you know will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye guys.